welcome everybody. This is a Shills new Friday episode where we're going to switch the Thursday over to a Friday. We can have more time to get the different Shills in on the show, better opportunity for different guests and so on. So we're going to take it forward this way. And tonight we've got a great one because we've got MCToon with us. Indeed, the internet's greatest, worst, some kind of rapper anyway. Nah, he's the guy that's owed a lot of money for showing that it's a globe using the flight charts. Everybody remembers that. So let me hand this over to Kevin Kennedy so he can take us around the room and see what's going on.
Hello, freak bitches. It is an excellent Friday afternoon. I am so excited to be here again because I missed the Saturday show. And it's a good day. It's a good day to be a monkey standing on a spinning globe in outer space. Let's go down the list of who we've got with us today. Well, first of all, because you never really said, Dick Dawson, how are you?
I'm very good, actually. Thank you very much. Things are going great over here. Life is tripping along just as it should be, and in an awesome mood to tackle some stupid tonight. Absolutely.
Excellent. Excellent. Great to hear it. We also have, of course, Aimee Hogan with us.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. How are you, Kevin?
I am excellent. And Tattie-Bogle will appreciate this. I am fucking Slayer.
Oh, okay.
What's new in your world, Aimee?
Not too much. Just Matt's doing very well too, and we're all doing awesome. Thank you. And I just want to thank MCToon for coming on tonight, and I want to thank everybody else for coming too. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We also have a drunk monkey somewhere in the house. Jutmonk, oi oi.
Oh, he's muted.
Oi, oi.
How are you today, sir?
Are we fucking live or what?
Well, fucking
Yeah,
live.
I've just come from the toilet, man.
At least he learned how to use one.
Fucking eh?
Since
He's-
when do
he's-
monkeys use toilets? I thought they
Yeah,
just
exactly.
toilet
Toilet
clean
cleaner
the
here.
house.
If I keep shitting in the corner, then I won't be allowed to come on. I'd have to
We won't mind because we can't see it.
It's raining. If it wasn't raining, I wouldn't give a fuck. But, you know, it's warm in here, man.
Fuck on, man.
What's new in your world? Jutmonk?
Well, I planned to bang out a few videos last week, and then shit got in the way again. It's good like that. And then I done a little video this week. Some people may have seen it, and I found a little friend of mine who I've known for a long time, who has always got something to say when he watches these flat Earth videos with me. And he's like, I said to him, "Why don't you fucking do it? You're unemployed." So I've dragged Lukey Boy, the Larry Lion, out of the zoo, but I can't find the key, so he's still locked in the cage. But yeah. I'll put a link in the chat so you can check him out.
Awesome.
Excellent. Awesome. Sounds good. I believe I heard the Sarcastic Barman there. How are you today, sir?
Oh, good evening, Squire. I'm doing well. I have wine. I've had a Christmas party. I get to do Shills. I've got MCToon here. It's a fucking awesome night. How could you fucking complain?
Everything balanced. Everything in its place.
It is. It is.
Excellent. Excellent. What's new in your world?
Not a lot. I did a very, very quick video this morning regards onions and I'm just going to keep calling him the Onion Man because he's fucking weird and he makes me want to cry. And Freaky Blinder because he had a DMCA copyright claim, so not a strike, just a claim. But still, that's a pain in the ass for anyone. But yeah, Dick, go on Twitter, tweet at YouTube, tell them how fucked up their claim system fucking is for fair usage, because it's fucking stupid. And they're giving this whole new list of fucking things you can and can't do. You don't enforce properly what you've got listed now. You're fucking shit.
That know,
Anyway.
I made a tweet about exactly that with the update to the harassment
I
policy.
saw that.
I said this is like if a police force wasn't doing a good job of stopping murderers, and the public said that, they said, you're not stopping enough murderers, and the cops say, okay, well, we'll make murder extra illegal. And it's like that doesn't solve the problem. People want you to enforce
I
your
think
existing policies, YouTube, not make new ones.
That was it. I was literally going to say, I'm sure that was your exact tweet, was enforce what you've already got before you can start new fucking shit, because they can't look after what they've got now, let alone changing their policy. It's just going to lead to more loopholes, more channels going on for longer than they should, releasing stuff that shouldn't be talked about or breaking the rules on it, and then channels like ours and others that are plodding along happily, doing what you're supposed to do, are then going to get shit on because they go after the wrong people.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing that they're a company that exists with how I'm not going to say the word. Tattie-Bogle, behind the scenes tonight. How are you today, sir?
All right, troops. All right, I'm fucking fleeing, by the way. Absolutely. We're talking.
That means drunk.
10 pints after work. And
Did you just say 10 pints?
yeah.
Oh, my life. Well done.
Casual.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was only since 4 o'clock.
Oh, that's not too bad then. I thought when you said you finished work, I thought, well, 6:05, he's going to finish work, an hour to get to the pub, and then a couple of hours of drinking, then getting home. I thought you've drunk 10 pints in 3 hours.
Oh, no, maybe about 5. But
Oh,
hey,
that's fine. See, that's doable, a pint every half an hour.
yeah.
Sorry.
And then we get to the whiskey after that.
Oh, God.
Oh boy,
yes.
Tatty is channeling his true Scotsman tonight, and it's scary.
Oh, aye.
And let's get to the guest of the hour. We do have the worst rapper in the world, MCToon. How are you today, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. What's new in your world?
Oh, I fill my time mostly trying to find a debate partner. That's the hardest
hard,
thing about
isn't it?
finding a debate. Oh yeah. But I'm always working on a video, or 10. So, yes, I'm working on a response to a certain flat earther that issued a couple $100,000 challenge.
Ooh.
And
And
so I can add the more debt to the list of stuff owed to me, I guess.
I was going to say, 2 chances of fucking calling that up.
Yeah.
So what's the total now? What are you currently owed by flat earthers?
Oh, well, 100 from Flat Out Hero, but I told him, give half to charity on your honor, and he hasn't, so no honor. And then give hold the other half, and I will issue challenges, and there'll be challenges that would prove the flat Earth, so his money's safe. So I gave him an out, is what I did.
Yeah.
But I mean, he doesn't have anything, so.
Of course not. Yeah. If I remember correctly, is he not the one who pulled a gun before a live debate, like live on stream?
Yeah, I think he had a gun on a live stream. Yeah.
So somebody made some sort of like rhetorical comment of like having guns and being loaded or something like that, and he just whipped out a pistol and showed it off.
He
And her crew
did
was
a
kind of like,
video
maybe
that's been
don't
now
do that
pulled.
on YouTube. Sorry, go ahead, Dick.
Yeah.
Oh, he did a video. It's now been pulled where he had a gun on a table and he was showing it up close and he was talking about how people have to rise up and all this craziness. And he did pull it, but yeah, he was really losing it. Definitely not somebody that should own a firearm. Absolutely not.
No. Absolutely, but before we stray too far into the gun topic, I think we should probably get back on track with something evil that Tattie-Bogle has lined up for us.
Don't know what you mean, mate.
No idea.
No idea whatsoever. I am an innocent.
Well, what do we have?
Well,
What are we dealing with today?
First off, for your delectation and deliberation, and possibly your disgust, because that's 3 days in a row. Hey, we have the one and the only Leaky fucking Warrior, and his own plea to ourselves to please vote him for DFOTY. Yeah, it's even more painful than it sounds.
He wants
And
it so
trust me,
badly.
you
It's
ain't getting away
insanity.
from this shit, man. I had to watch this. You bastards. You scunners.
I will
Yous are
hold my
getting it too.
words. I will hold my words until he actually speaks. But before that, all I want to say is, if anybody has voted for him, unvote right now and vote for Katie for Dumb Fuck of the Year.
No, it's JM Truth, people.
There is definitely a good argument
Absolutely.
for JM here. You know, you have to.
At this point, anyone but Riley.
It's simple. You get all your sock accounts, and you like that video on all your sock accounts, and make up a couple new ones. You thumbs down all the non-flat earthers, and you leave the rest alone. There you go.
Yep. Simple, easy. Everybody can do it. Come on, it's the new thing to do.
See, to be honest,
Oh.
as a subject of Her Majesty, as you'll find out, actually, I don't want to spoil fuck all, but there's a wee bit of God Save the Queen going through the Riley video, and half of me wants to stand up and salute, the other half wants me to take a squat and fucking shite.
Well, we got the gambit we can run. We don't know how it's going to come out, but it could get messy.
Now
do you
you're
guys
talking
say
my
then?
language.
Should we get this video underway and see what we can, see if we can drag any reality out of it whatsoever?
You really want to go down that way? I'm more than happy to oblige.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah. And no fucking apologies.
It's been brought to my attention recently that there is an award going around.
Are you fucking shitting me? You bastard.
How quick?
Within 1 second, in his first sentence, he is wrong. Recently,
And you surprised me.
you've been runner-up for 2 years, Riley.
Whoa. No, you've got to give him benefit of the doubt. The first thing you say, it's come to my attention that the Labour election stuff, who knows? You can't assume. It makes an ass out of you and me. But yeah, he probably is fucking wrong.
Oh, it's I'm going to meet myself in a minute.
All right, let's go, Riley.
I might just have to restart that.
That's fine.
You're welcome.
Here we go.
It's been brought to my attention recently that there is an award going around on a religious fanatics YouTube channel, awarding people for what they describe as a Dumb Fuck of the Year award. Apparently, I've been nominated, and I found this reference on my channel recently.
Yeah, I fucking think so.
A
I think
religious
so.
fanatic. That's an insult to all religions. To think that something that's just based on logic, deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning, and science, is a religion. It's just sad. It's
Well,
desperation.
That's his whole thing. Is I haven't actually watched this entire video, but I know in the description he says, "Yeah, I know you prick." And I know that in the description he says that the DFOTY award is for people who realize that heliocentrism is a religion. And I'm like, no, it's not, and B, that's not what the award is for.
No. And
I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. Dumb fuck of the year is for the biggest dumb fuck of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the year.
Yeah. For them to say that we're religious, though, it's like, well, we've got a space station, we've got satellites, we've got people who walked on the moon. Their response is, no, you don't, because it spoils my theory. Fuck off. You don't know what theory means. And the only thing it's going to spoil is your underwear when we throw you in space.
Now, once again, Tatty is full of the booze. So therefore, no apologies. But
However, Caddy
correct me
does
if I'm
need to
wrong.
make apologies because he's not looking at Discord, and he needs to learn that we need him to turn up the volume.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. There's only about 15 messages, mate.
shit in a bucket.
Yeah, we're
kind of
the
fucking
meat
volume?
I was
audio is too
expecting a
quiet,
harder
dude.
response than that.
Right, how's that, you fuckers?
I don't know. Let me check.
The chat will tell
Say
us.
some-
The chat will tell us.
Oh,
Chat, you bastards.
They're
Why
busy
you not
playing
tagging
that.
me?
They're busy
Shut
playing
up,
that weird.
fucking tag
They're
me.
all they're all tagging you.
Oh, shit.
1, 2,
that case,
3,
piss off.
4.
All right.
Listen,
So-
Tatty's
so-
pissed. Fuck you.
Shall we let dumb fuck go on again?
No, I mean you can't call him that. We can let it
In
play, but you
second
can't call him
place.
Hey, I didn't say of the year. You know, he's just a nominee. You know.
that.
I mean, he is a dumb fuck. He just might not be of the year.
The perpetual. Bridesmaid.
Let's go to him, see what happens.
Yeah,
Let's see
we
where
go.
he goes.
Regarding my current status. So what I thought I would do would be announce my official running for this so-called Dumb Fuck of the Year award. And I would describe my attributes for why I should have this wonderful accolade. One to go on the old CV.
It's a
So
giant
please
truck.
consider this
It's
video
not
to be
wonderful.
my attempt,
Wait, hold
my
on.
application,
Pause.
my desire.
He wants to.
Oh, yeah.
Can you
Awesome.
imagine if he really put it on his CV, and he he turns the CV in, you know, to apply to be, you know, the janitor at ASDA, and they're like, what's this here? You this accolade? Oh, you like. I'd love to have it on the CV.
Yeah,
I just
unless
wanna see him
JM Truth is
explaining
running
it.
the janitorial squad, it ain't gonna do nothing.
See, this is something I think is interesting that I think a lot of flat earthers really need to think about, because we live in the information age, and there's going to be a point in their lives after they've moved on from this nonsense where they apply for a job and their employer will find footage of them talking about this ridiculousness, and they're going to
Yes.
have to explain it.
It's
Exactly.
never going to leave them, is it? They are
No.
stuck with this stupidity for the rest of their fucking lives. I mean, they've got no fucking excuse, though, because everything they say is just, no, you're lying. No, it's wrong. No, it must be fake. No, you're a fucking idiot, man. You piss in a glass on fucking stream and think people aren't going to notice, but you still don't deserve Dumb Fuck of the Year. Vote for GIM Truth. But you're still a fucking idiot.
Katie for Dumb Fuck of the Year. Amy wanted to get in here.
Yes, please. I have some good comments from the from the chat. Iyer says the Flurfs have a comp too. It's also called TEOTY, which stands for Triggered Earther of the Year. Linda Bertelson's
Yes.
Linda Bertelson's yes. I think based on this video, he doesn't deserve Dumb Fuck of the Year. Jackalope Herdmaster says that video was intentionally done with many mistakes. Just being brought to his attention is just the beginning. Golden Skeptic says this is why he should be Dumb Fuck of the Year, because he is most definitely a dumb fuck. His dumb fuckery is beyond compare. Okay. And No Name says Riley isn't a dumb fuck. He's a Poe.
Fucking
Poes
right,
are disqualified.
Wait, was that your mom telling you what?
No, that's my son. My son is giving me hell for swearing.
Bring him to Scotland. We'll crush him in, man.
We'll break him in good that way.
Oh god.
Oh, hell yeah.
Before we
He'd censor them all.
Before we go back to the video, we haven't heard too much from our guest tonight. MC, what are your thoughts on what we've been watching here?
Oh, yeah, it's make sure you've gone to the bathroom, everybody, or you're gonna have a little unwanted stream.
Streaming
Good
twice at the
choice.
same time.
Yeah, he I think it, he wants it. He just wants it so bad. I think that it disqualifies him from getting it. Not
Correct.
that I thought that he should get anything other than second place. Anyway.
Correct. No, once again.
I mean, yeah, he said the words, I want this award. That makes him ineligible according to the very few rules that this award has. Like,
Yep.
it has really few rules. I think the only two real rules are you can't be a flat earther due to a mental disability, which disqualified Flat Earth Aussie Jesus.
And Brett.
And Pratt, and you can't be a Poe, which disqualifies like Delano, people like that, and now Riley.
Every other fucker, really.
And like
Yeah,
there
I
are
would
no
put
other
Marvel.
rules. There's so much cheating and like backstabbing and infighting. It's the worst regulated award ever, and Riley still managed to disqualify himself from it.
Hey, I just saw that Jutmonk got back into the meet. Can we hear you now, Jut? Are you fixed up at all, buddy? He's got some kind of issue going on. It's all fucked up.
Doesn't sound too encouraging. Jot,
Let's,
you fucking dork. Fucking talk to me.
Let's see if some dumbfuckery will draw him out. Should we put Riley back on?
Oh, fuck aye.
Yeah.
Up for some of that. Here we go, cunts.
To be awarded this highly prestigious accolade. Oh shit. I got a minute. Okay. So, when I went to university, I learnt numerous things in my degree. I learnt the law of evidence, and I learnt that thou shall not accept shitty evidence. I also learnt that thou shall question shitty evidence. I read
Oh, with pleasure. With pleasure. Please, have at it.
Okay, I got nothing on the music or the flag or anything. I'm Canadian. I don't know what's going on there. But did y'all see that computer?
Sure.
Yes.
How old is that image? How old is Riley?
Wait, I gotta see that computer.
It was
Can we
like
slide
an
it back
old
there, Tatty?
off
Yeah,
white
with me.
dude being in a room
Is it
with
a Tandy?
cigarettes.
Very with me.
It was looking late 80s, man.
Yeah,
Because
like early 90s at the
I might
latest.
just have to.
Yeah.
And audio made up for a wee bit. I'll sort that
There we go.
before you shout at me.
Look at that thing. That's like, one of those sign up for 6 months of CompuServe and you get a free
That's-
gateway computer type thing.
That's
you know?
95, right, on the screen?
Yeah.
That's Windows 95, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bob the Science Guy said Macintosh, but that doesn't look like a Mac.
No, look at the gray bar at the bottom. That's definitely a Windows
Oh
interface.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why there's a gray bar at the top though. Oh, that's probably the toolbar for a
menu.
window that's open.
Yeah, Word or something maybe.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. How old is that image? That is a question.
So I think this goes to show that he's been an idiot for a long time.
But why does he have a hat? What does his hat say? Something
It
about
says-
the NYPD?
Yeah, and it's a 9/11 something hat, and that's
Is it a truther hat?
no, it's probably not. It's probably before that.
Ah. Interesting.
Right, now,
Yeah, Mike Bertelson just said he had a 9/11 hat on.
Yeah.
Huh.
no, it's NYPD, aye.
And look at that old
91101.
home phone that's plugged in. This is not just like somebody using retro gear, right? Look
Yeah,
at
that's-
those phones
that's
over
the,
there.
That's the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. That the phones, yeah, definitely.
The
What's that on top
control.
of the monitor too? There's a mic, but there's a little black box. Anyone know what that is?
It could be a
On top?
KVM switch or an input
Nah,
switcher device.
that's a early style hub. Internet hub,
Oh, okay.
I'm
yeah.
guessing. And to be honest, at this point in time, I will declare now, this prick's fucking trying to troll us.
Well, yeah.
See the
I
little
mean-
booze thing set up in the back, like he thinks he's
Oh,
the
yeah.
CEO of some company that's about to fire people in
Oh,
secret little meetings.
That's his dad's desk. He's like, hey, Mom, take a picture of me. I'm at my dad's desk.
Yeah.
She's like,
yeah,
all
now
right,
that I
quick,
can
but then
shave,
get the hell
do it.
out.
It's like those it's like those shitty B movies where they want to show off the drug dealer's mansion, but it's clearly like Grandpa's office because there's World War II memorabilia everywhere.
Yeah.
Shame there wasn't a fucking hand grenade.
Yeah.
Shit,
Or
did
they
I
do
say
it in a
out loud?
hotel where you can see the picture screwed to the wall. If you look close, you can see the screws.
Right, shall we get on with the propaganda?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's do it.
And I learnt that thou shall not accept shitty evidence. I also learnt that thou shall question shitty evidence. I read lots of law books on evidence, and I learnt which evidence is considered to be better than other evidence that is not considered to be good. And in the end, I completed my degree. And eventually, I ended up completing or furthering my education, where I went to a second university where I learned more about evidence. And I learned things like employment law, intellectual property.
Ah, thank you.
This is gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
The way he's saying evidence over and over is like it's like a Poe trigger to me. It's making my Poe alarm go off in the same way that when Red Pill Philosophy says skepticism. Like he'll just talk about it over and over. Like, I'm just a big fan of being skeptical, being skeptical of things, just not believing it when you just first see it, skepticism. And it's like, you're trolling me. I can tell
Hell,
you're
you
trolling
prick. That's all you need to say to Red Pill is, can you spell skepticism? Because until you can spell it, get yourself to fuck.
I think Aimee wanted to get in here really quickly.
Yes, I did, please. I have some good comments for you. Bob the Science Guy says we should all nominate him, then vote for someone else so it hurts more. Chucky McNubbin says, and that flag is upside down. Riley is a major DF. And then Jackalope Perdmaster says, upside down flag, another intentional mistake. And then it's the British one, honey. Gerard says that box is some sort of audio switch. Red and white cables on the left. And then everyone was telling me the photo was from 2003.
Do we need to start bringing Matt on the show?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Fucking A, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm sorry, Aimee. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Was there more?
Yeah, just that the photo was from 2003. That's all.
2003. Wow.
Oh.
How did they figure that?
It must have been
Apparently
frozen in
this-
time for 10 years.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
date on
someone-
the bottom, I guess.
Someone said there was a date on the photo. That raises the question: Is that date a
Working on it.
forgery?
Working on it. Let's have a wee look, see here.
Alrighty.
I mean, if that
Personal injury. I learned things like
their office or whatever in the room, that's some serious, underprivileged action going on.
Mike Bertelson says it's at the bottom right.
Well, I can see that he's showing a qualification from the University of Blank. In fact, you know what? I'll just show that now to folks for 2 seconds.
I think we're talking about the
Go on.
photo of the office.
Ah, for the office.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to understand his report.
I ended up completely.
Scotsman. Why is he reading it?
Although that thing
Drunk's
did
gonna
say
make more sense.
that diploma thing did say 2003.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm
Okay.
going back through video just to see if I can see anything else. And to be honest, point me out to it, folks, because no. There's fuck all other than that 2003 diploma.
He's the kind of guy that would get fired from a brothel for enjoying the job too much. Who gave him this degree? What's going on here? You know,
Diploma might be 2003.
27th June 2003. And you know what's worth looking up?
Yeah.
University of Wolverhampton. See what their diplomas look like, because he's whited out the name, but supposedly he goes to Wolverhampton.
That is a fucking shout and a half, by the way, because looking at the logo, there is quite clearly a yellow background with a dark or a black W, which also happens to be the colours of the football club Wolverhampton Wanderers, yellow and black. That's a very good fucking shout, sir.
Okay, you know what? I just googled University of Wolverhampton diplomas, found several things about fake diplomas also, but that is what their diplomas supposedly look like. It's the correct logo.
So it's bona fide.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Bona fide. Fucking Mickey Mouse University, though.
Like just above run of the night diploma mill.
Just above, 'tis only a scratch.
All right. Well, is there much left of that nonsense?
Oh, fuck aye. You're only about halfway through.
Oh, God.
Enjoy.
Oh, okay. Let it run then, Jesus. We're gonna kill Toon with this, man. It's not. I'm not sure if we should have done this.
You're gonna kill
Once
me.
again-
I should have brought more wine.
Toon. A. MC. What can I say? Exalted guess as you are. Fuck it. Here we go.
I thought
Completing or furthering my education, where I went to a second university where I learned more about evidence, and I learned things like employment law, intellectual property, personal injury. I learned things like criminal law. I also learned more about evidence. I did employment law, I did family law, I did commercial law, I did...
Oh, yeah.
With pleasure.
We got to get a closer look at that.
Sorry. So he said, yes,
close
I
look.
learnt about law, and I learnt about law and evidence regarding law. Sorry, was any of that due to the word fucking science, you fucking moron? No, it fucking wasn't, was it? Was any of that science? No, it was law. It was written in a book, and they can change law. Well, unfortunately, you can't fucking change science. We can change what theories we get from fucking science, but it still doesn't change how fucking science works, does it? No, you fucking numpty.
What an interesting
Sorry.
tangent.
I like
You can
that
change
very
law
much.
by changing jurisdiction. Science fucking stays the same, no matter what fucking jurisdiction
Well,
you're in. Away
Right,
and suck
science
it.
does. You know, as we learn, things change. But, you know, something like the shape of the earth or the fact that gravity exists and, you know, that we can calculate its effect, that ain't going to change because it works. It's
And-
right.
Yeah.
And as Riley himself has pointed out, most countries have laws saying that law and science are separate. The law does not determine issues of science.
Correct.
Um,
Law cannot determine certain issues of science.
And
No.
Stephen
opposed.
Clark here is pointing out that we may have a fun game ahead of us. Apparently, this second degree, the one that's on screen right now, is fake. It's supposed to be issued by Manchester Metropolitan University, but he made a huge mistake. See if you can spot it.
Oh, cool.
When you go, folks.
okay.
Oh,
On
Bring
your
it back
screen.
up full.
Here.
can't
Yeah.
see it.
Have
enough.
at
Let
it.
me make it big screen.
Anthony David Riley has been granted the award of something.
Yeah, oh, hold on. I
720.
might
Oh,
move
here
that
we
on a
go.
wee bit. 2 seconds.
real estate law, and in the end I completed my legal practice.
Oh, fuck off, you prick.
Oh, no, we need to go back at least a second.
I'm trying.
God, there we go.
That's it.
Stop. Don't move.
Bloody
Don't
well,
move.
couldn't you?
Oh, postgraduate diploma in legal. Is it legal? I didn't think it would be legal practice as the name, but whatever.
No.
And what did you just do? Stop. There we go.
Fucking make me.
I can't. You're too far away, you twat. I can't throw that far. Within accordance to goddamn text.
Having followed an approved
I am
program.
not sure.
There's something wrong about.
An approved program in legal practice.
There's something wrong about the formatting of that. Having followed an approved program in legal practice. There's something wrong about that.
Well, I would say if you're looking at the certificate as a whole, there's no holographic thing. There's no certificate of authenticity thing on it. I don't know if the signature's right. It looks like something I could knock up in between having a poo on Facebook.
Can you say authenticity again?
Once again, having dealt with legislation, etc., there is such a thing as reading the sentence and reading the next sentence to therefore give the previous sentence some kind of framework. He's followed, which doesn't mean passed, only means followed, an approved program in legal practice. What's the next bit? It's blanked out. Legal practice of raising sheep.
Legal practice masturbation.
Of counting fingers.
I repeated my technique for the last diploma here, pulled up a sample Manchester Metropolitan University diploma. Everything is the exact same except where the signature is at the bottom, there's a stamp.
Yay, I was right.
And as the barman pointed out, no fucking hologram.
Well, I would say, expecting it to be right is a little bit too much to ask. I mean, what is the budget of a course that you could take when you use a matchbook as the way to sign up and apply? I mean, it's really not going to lead you anywhere.
I mean,
was that what you buzzed in for there, Dick?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Aimee also buzzed in. I think she wanted to get in here.
Yes, please. I have some good comments here. Chucky McNubbin says, yeah, Riley has a law degree, but he's done nothing with it. I guess he couldn't keep a job long enough to stay employed. And Iyer says he was born in Wolverhampton. The first one is a legit degree, Tusk says, and Linda Bertelson says it's the other diplomas that he shows that I wonder about. The first one looks legit. The others look hinky to me. My two I'll read Stephen Clark's first, though. The second degree does not state his graduation pass, i.e. with honors first or second. And then my 2 cents says the horizon proves the Earth is flat. Polaris proves the Earth isn't orbiting the sun, and the moon and the sun prove the Earth isn't rotating.
Ugh. That's all I have to say to you is ugh.
Other than that, we're laughing.
Well, should we let him dribble on a bit more?
Oh, yeah, bugger. Just as a bloody change the scene back as well. Ah, well. Enjoy.
Completed my legal practice course some years after my degree. I learned that I should not abuse the word science in this topic. I learned that I shall adhere to scientific method in this topic. I learned that I shall not accept any...
I'm sorry. I have to cut in myself. Because I have to say... The bastard's talking over the fucking national anthem. Cunt!
That's actually very rude, but it's not my anthem, it's yours. I've got a Welsh national anthem.
Hey, is it? Fuck mine.
Sorry, do you have a Scottish national anthem?
Fight.
Oh, we've got many.
I think
No, you only have one anthem.
I think at this moment I just need to point out that myself and Dick Dawson have the best national anthem.
Indeed, absolutely.
What?
Is it the one we gave you when we were in charge of you?
But the one that was
It's the only part I'm British when I remember
Canada.
the Emirates.
It was the one.
Christian land. That'll be the one.
Sorry.
That'll be the one the words were
we go.
adapted from "O Canada, our true and Christian land, true native love, and every son command."
Yeah, we don't use those words anymore.
Yeah, also
We
was
don't
adapted.
identify with old.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, you
this
changed
is-
it.
This is a bit of a tangent, but when I was first in university, I had a moment in my English class where the professor asked everyone. At the time, they were talking about removing the word "sons" from the anthem and replacing it with "people" or something gender neutral. And I got the entire class angry at me because I said, honestly, I think in this situation, feminists might need to get over themselves a little because I don't think anyone took anything seriously from the Canadian anthem. Like we didn't really instill any values from it except like a basic level of patriotism. And most of us were just annoyed that we had to stand up at school.
If we're going to go on a little tangent and talk about anthems, in between Tatty just reducing the volume on the video because it's slightly loud, the best, funniest anthem has got to be one of the two Irish national anthems because it's Ireland, Ireland.
Oh, that's a rugby one.
Hey,
It
can I
is,
just
yeah.
hear
And
Jutmonk?
it's Ireland together standing tall. Island, island, something, something.
Hello.
Island, 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 island.
Together we
Oh,
answer
there's
the
the
call.
monkey.
The
the
fucking
monkey.
monkey's back.
All right, finally,
Monkey!
good.
Oh, you fucking
All
right,
right, how's it
brother.
going, buddy?
I was swinging from the trees and then my fucking tail got fucking wrapped up in a fucking, I don't know what it was, man. It was all tied up. I was hanging and I couldn't fucking get down. And then I was just like thinking, oh, and then I asked someone for help. They just walked by like they're going to help a monkey. So I shattered my hand and threw it at them. Fucking hell. Good like that.
Yeah, serves him right.
Down, I'm here.
Awesome, he's back. Awesome. Now we can keep going and do this properly. All right. Yeah, we're poking fun at Riley being a twit here. You're gonna love it.
Oh,
You're
I've
gonna
been
love it.
listening. I've just not been
okay.
able to communicate.
Oh, that sucks.
Before we get back into it, people
dear.
who are following my Twitter know about this. Hip Hop Hippie has found my channel, and I asked him if he's willing to have a discussion, and he seems open to it. I got a response from him. So
Seriously.
tune in for that.
Oh.
That may be happening.
Can
What,
I go now?
Riley?
I want in on that panel.
Yeah.
Is that
I want-
Riley?
No,
I want in on that stream.
Hippie.
Hip Hop Hippie. Yeah.
I want in on that stream.
Well, we may have to like do an after show with everybody because I already AT2 Productions wants to moderate that one.
Nice.
So I think for the debate itself, it might just be us three, but then we'll definitely do an after show on my channel and everyone.
That'd
can
be
join in.
awesome.
Well, I'm hoping
Dogpile.
no bastard from my work is watching this now, but screw my work. I'm there.
Awesome.
You don't even know when it is.
I don't care. This is too good to fucking
Oh,
go.
right. We're tangenting. Can we go back to video now?
Yes.
Okay, you asked for it.
Bullshit as evidence, and that I should not preach any religion without satisfactory evidence to prove my shite to be true. Being nominated for this award by religious fundamentalist zealots is not an insult. It emphasises the level of brainwashing and dumb fuckery of this heliocentric religion. The state religion for the UK is not Christian or Catholic or Muslim.
Fuck off. Yeah, Brett. Yeah.
Who wants it?
Heliocentric. Okay, first of all, the Dumb Fuck of the Year award is not exclusive to flat earthers and specifically does not have anything to do necessarily with the globe versus flat debate. Von Helton won it 1 year. He's not a flat earther. Katie Joy is nominated this year. Kyle Curtis is nominated this year. Godless Engineer and KC are nominated this year. It is not exclusive to flat earthers, so it has nothing to do with heliocentrism, which, by the way, is not a religion. You Little prick. Oh, I'm so angry right now.
Prick, is that all you've got? You dirty, eating fucking scumbag. You're the lowest of the low, you piece of fucking dog turd.
There we go. You're not even the whole turd. You're only a piece, buddy.
Why are you holding back? Why are you holding back there?
Oh, don't worry, I'm saving it. Don't worry.
Oh,
I just need to see a little bit more stupid.
Well, it's coming, I'm sure.
I got my fingers on my temples. I'm all right. Let's do this.
Did the drunk man push play?
He's gone for a Riley.
No.
Oh, he did.
While
Yeah.
he's gone for a Riley,
Well,
this
he
point,
forgot to
I'm
tag
very
anyone.
tempted.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
this
that
point,
was an
I'm very
untagged
tempted.
post.
Go ahead, Barman.
It's all right. I was just going to say, at this point, I'm very tempted. As much as I want JM Truth to win, if he thinks that we're religious fucking zealots, he deserves to have dumb fuck of the year for thinking that. I could let him off for pissing on stream. I could let him off for not working out the angles of an equilateral fucking triangle. But thinking we're religious zealots because we've got evidence and he's got his penis in his fucking hand is just fucking taking the fucking piss. He's a cock-wombling fuck sponge, for Christ's
Live on air.
sake. Live on air, He
Yeah,
could have
he
at
did the
least
cock wombling
muted.
live on air, man. There's nothing you can say. He did it live on air. That's it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm going for a Riley, but as Adam L has literally just said, he should come second because it'd be nice for him to come second in once in his and his girlfriend's life.
I think he should come second because he'd sort of like to come first, wouldn't he? Because to me, he's playing a fucking game anyway.
He clearly wants to, which means he needs to come in second. He needs to be the perpetual loser because that's what Riley is. He loses at everything. He loses at losing. He fails to understand anything on a level that I've never seen before. He's too stupid for words.
So for me, he's just too stupid to be real. I swear he's fucking having his own little game. He's winding everybody up. All the dumbass, clothed-in-iron fucktards and everyone else.
He's the kind of guy, man. He puts porn on his computer and his hand goes numb instantly. I mean, even that doesn't work for him.
Yeah. This is an egg. You don't say
It's too bad AB couldn't be here tonight doing Riley and all, right? That would have been pretty funny. That would have been good. Well, should we let it play a bit more then, gentlemen?
Yeah,
what do you think?
fuck it. Bang it out, man. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to bang one out. I mean, yeah, go on, press play.
Yeah, Jesus.
You asked for it. No apologies.
The state religion for the UK is not Christian or Catholic or Muslim. It's heliocentrism. It's heliocentric. That is a religion. And these morons that are all worshipping whatever god that they consider to be God is no different to the helio...
With pleasure.
Yes, you stupid dumb fuck. Heliocentrism, religion, fucking all these bollocks words, man. You are talking absolute fucking arsewipe. It's bollocks. Absolute fucking wank. Why is he saying all these fucking stupid words, whacking them together, thinking it means nothing, and then he claims to understand science and the scientific method, and that's all he bangs on about, but he gets that fucking wrong as well, a stupid fucking idiot.
Idiots like him have purely and totally discovered that word salad works on the uneducated part of the masses. And that drivel that he spews actually makes sense to some people somehow. It's unbelievable.
Well, it fucking winds me up because it's bollocks.
Indeed.
And can I just point out, like, let's think of some basic tenets of any religion, right? What is the deity or deities of heliocentrism? Where are the places of worship? What are the rituals? What is the dogma? You can't
What is the
name
belief?
any of it.
What is the belief? Where is
I
the
can.
fundamental suspension of your senses to say that, yes, this is a miracle? Because there is no physical evidence for such things. Therefore, it's supernatural. And that's what faith is. It's a belief in the supernatural.
Oh, absolutely. You have to have fucking faith.
Yeah.
That's the whole point, you know?
It's the fucking definition of the word.
Exactly that. You have to have faith. Well, for me, that's not enough.
That is kind of a key part of religion, right? Is you need to be able to have faith in something without necessarily being able to prove it in the physical world. And there is
Absolutely.
no part of that applies to heliocentrism.
Correct.
Nope.
No.
Because
No, there's no
Without
George
evidence.
Michael songs here.
Like it or not, it's the heliocentric model is just fucking what it is, people. Whether you like it or not. Perhaps it would be nice to be on a flat Earth. That'd be fucking weird, but we
That'd be
don't.
lovely.
So wake up, you stupid, dumb fucks.
and see
So
when
it
you wake up,
Loud.
fucking wake up again, you wankers.
Yeah, man. You want to fucking be woke? I'll fucking wake you, you stupid, dumb fucktards.
Yeah. The monkey will wake you with his tail.
I make sure I've had a curry the night before I start throwing shit at you fuckers.
Hell yeah.
Have we got any globe denying fucktards in the chat anyway?
I'm not sure.
My
Don't
two
show
cents
yourself.
doesn't seem to be there anymore.
Should have a look really, shouldn't I?
To be quite
There's usually
honest,
one or two trolling around.
knowing the regulars and knowing the ones that's in the chat, they'd be fucking brave. Because, my Christ and God, our chat is the fucking berries, by the way. The Mutt's nuts, the Doug's bollocks. How much more do you want? Fucking love you, cunts.
Yes, man. You said the C word though, Tatty, but you're allowed.
Right, fuck it, I'm Scottish.
No one understands it when you say it.
A term of endearment. Right,
Actually,
fucking
it's the
sue
other
me.
way around. It's the only word you can understand when he's talking.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I said counts. Honest.
So what do you think there? I think everybody's back and back from their Riley. I hope you used a large enough glass and didn't make a mess. Should we
Yeah.
continue the video?
Play that funky Riley video.
I got like a
Allegedly.
2-liter bottle next to me. I'm good.
Oh,
I've
jeez.
got an empty bottle of wine.
Stream all night. There we go.
But no,
It's the
folks,
goddamn dome.
here we go. Minute left.
A damn dome.
Centric narrative, preaching this bullshit nonsense to people that otherwise don't know any better. I realise that I should not preach any religion without satisfactory evidence to prove that my shite is true. So this dumb fuck of the year award that is being presented or suggested or nominated is nothing more than propaganda to influence people that otherwise can't think for themselves. And if these people that are otherwise religious and fanatic and zealotry people think that this is some kind of
This is
Zealotry?
horrible.
Why is Riley like leaning close to the camera and getting really sultry and personal with you? It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, and he's got the compression turned up to the point where I can hear the little spit globules being formed in his mouth as he talks. Like, is that really necessary?
That ain't
Holy-
specule.
You know,
And
I
can
want
say,
to pose.
people keep pointing out that the flag is upside down. That's on purpose. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
To be honest, no, the flag is not upside down. Right up, left down. The flag's the right way. So, sorry,
I
folks.
don't know. Yeah, how do you tell it's upside down? It's
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that too.
The thicker band should be on the left at the bottom,
Oh,
and the thicker band should be on the right at the top, as is displayed now.
okay.
The flag ain't upside down. Sorry, folks.
Ours has a leaf on it. It's really easy to tell
It
when it's
is.
upside down.
It is upside
Yeah,
down.
the only thing they
Is it?
did wrong was the color of the
Hey.
leaf, but it's good.
No,
Because
bother.
Yeah, that's Barman. As I look at the flag right now on screen, the thick band is on the right of the red cross.
At the top.
No, on the bottom. On the bottom quarter,
Is that?
the white thick
Bottom
band
left.
is on the
Yes.
Bear
top.
with me.
It should be on the bottom.
I
That
just want to
flag
say to
is
everybody
upside down.
watching right now, you have to cut them some slack. It's not like they live in the UK, you know.
No,
I don't
but Tatty
don't
and me
recognise
do.
that flag
And
anyway.
so does Riley.
Right.
All right, I just
Yeah,
pulled
that
it up
flag
here.
is upside down.
I just pulled it up here. It is upside down.
Bullshit.
So well done
Right
to
up,
everyone in
left down.
chat.
Hey, I'm pulling a Delano on you. Suck my balls.
I thought he was going to do it. I called it at the start of this fucking meeting when he got here. He was going to do it. God's sake.
Sorry.
Low believers.
I don't know how Tattle can tell when he's 12 pints in.
Yeah.
Plus a half bottle of whiskey.
A half
yeah, that's
bottle.
right.
Oh my goodness.
Aye, but that's only
Oh, Jesus.
9 out of 18 years. It's a good vintage.
It better be.
Well,
I
shall we
have
fire up the
something
last, or did that end, or are we done?
Oh,
or
no.
is there a bit more?
Oh, you ain't that fucking lucky.
Yeah, that's
Still
what I was figuring.
more. Jesus,
Riley
wow.
never ends.
Enjoy, ya bastards.
Award, then vote for me. I represent everything that you people can't stand, and I'm proud that I can think critically, I can use my own brain, and I can realise that there is no evidence for curvature, there is no evidence for axial rotation, there is no evidence for gravity.
What's pleasure?
He cannot think critically. That is absolutely the opposite of everything he does.
This dumb fuck, right? Like the rest of these stupid globe-denying fuckwits, they have to fucking book the fucking brain cell when they want to borrow it. You know what I mean? They've only got one between them. So when he's talking about my brain, he's only got it once or twice a month.
And he doesn't even get all of it. He only gets a quarter.
Yeah, and then he doesn't know how to fucking use it.
Well, I'm sure he showed a stream and he was sat on it because he looked slightly taller. It was quite funny.
I mean, the guy's a fuck stain, isn't he?
I think
No, sorry, he's
a bit polite.
No, all right, yeah, he's an orgy of fuck stains. No, fuck. He is a brothel full of fuck stains. That's what he is.
No. He's a gangbang of fuck stains.
All over the brothel full of fuck stains.
I'll tell you what, the bottom line is that there's something wrong with the man. I don't know what it is. Maybe he was conceived with a weak sperm or something. Maybe his dad was jacking off and his mom sat on it at the last minute. Who knows?
The guy's a fuck stain. That's all you need to know.
I think he was just dropped on his head.
But to bring us back to reality here, Aimee wanted to get in.
Yes, please. I've got some more good ones for you. Clive Wells says, second is first of the losers, Riley. Don't fall for it. Let him win Defoe. And then Dark Knight Apologetics. Oh, and Catholics and Christians are the same thing. Lauren Tactico says, this is the same ridiculous argument racists use against evolution. It's a nonsense straw man. And we have Chris Katsoulis that says it's the shite that never ends. It goes on, my friends. Adam says he asked him a question about gravity and he ran away. And then we still have my 2 cents in the chat. He's saying gravity does not exist. It's just simply up and down, and density and buoyancy determine the levels something sinks or rises to.
The equation for buoyancy has a G in it for gravity.
Exactly.
Question, Aimee.
Yes.
Who was it that equated Catholics to Christians?
That was Dark Knight
Riley.
Apologetics.
Dark Knight?
In
yeah,
Take a trip
comment,
to
yeah.
Belfast, mate. Try that one again. I don't
But,
think
yeah.
you get out there alive.
I actually do want to correct Dark Knight because he said they're the same. Not quite. All Catholics are Christians, but not all Christians are Catholics.
Oh dear God, I. And believe you me, I know a few folks with guns that would back that up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everything I know about Catholics and whatnot all comes from Frank Zappa's song, so I'll probably just stay out of this one.
Oh boy, guys, did you see the super chat we just got?
Do it.
Hell yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Cajun crustacean for $2. Gravity, you fucking retard! You ever heard of fucking gravity? Gravity! Gravity!
I love it.
Hell fucking yes.
And technically, to point out, the super chat said desertfile.mp4, so
It did.
And I do like that one.
That was
for
awesome.
Aged Desert Rat as well.
we
This
did.
is a
Oh,
man.
one more there, Kevin.
Yeah, we also had $2 from Age Desert Rat. Thank you very much, man. Just had a massive AR. The bathroom stinks.
Oh, lovely. Where do we get these fucking guests from?
Think
I'm
about
not
the
even guests,
Canadians.
these chat people. Oh, you're so wrong.
Well, if you're going to take a globe denier, the best place is in the toilet so you can just flush them away when you're done and move on.
Barman.
Did you do that,
What's my
Barman?
name then?
Gravity,
I-
you fucking retard!
Yeah, I was
Gravity!
getting
You
ready
ever
for
heard
later.
of fucking gravity? Gravity! No!
No.
No!
No.
Ooh.
No, I was just trying to side looking at the picture of Anthony Fuckstick. Does he bear a slight resemblance to what's his fucking name? James Vanderbeek from Dawson's Creek, but just slightly fatter. Do you think he was like the long lost brother who's just fucking the stupid one? And they thought, well, we'll just send him to the orphanage.
No, I just think he's
Vanderbeek.
lost.
Not James
Is it-
Vanderbeek. He looks like the other one. Someone pointed this out to me, and I didn't know who it was. Hang on, I'm pulling it up on Twitter right now. Pacey
Amazing.
Witter.
Who?
Yeah,
Pacey
pulling
Witter.
it.
PC Witter. Maybe that's who I'm
Pacey.
thinking.
Pacey. P-A-C-E-Y.
PC Witter.
Yeah.
Yes, he fucking does.
He is a
That's who I
spitting
was
image for
thinking
that
of.
dude.
I'm getting the two confused. But yes, he's obviously the stupid long lost fucking brother who got dropped on his head, kicked down the street by his head, had a brain transplant with a frog, and then I don't fucking know what happened to him after that point, but unfortunately fell into flat earth. So
Briefly joined a cult that he thought was a university.
Too funny. Well, should we let
why
the
the
last bit
professor-
play? And
I was gonna
sorry.
say,
Gary.
I don't understand why the professor had us in a barn and he had all these guns stored up and he kept talking about a UFO that was going to save us all.
he kept offering us Kool-Aid. I don't know what Kool-Aid is. I'm British. I skipped that, and then everyone went for a nap. Do we have to look at more of this video? Honestly.
It's gotta be almost done.
You do.
Come on.
Because
Yeah,
remember,
Okay.
you have a pissed Scotsman in charge. Unlucky.
We've done this to ourselves.
Unlucky.
You're Scottish. You're always pissed.
That's true.
More pissed than usual Scotsman.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Now we have a frame of reference to work with.
There is no evidence for the radius of the Earth in the third dimension. There is no evidence for a gas pressure existing next to a vacuum without some kind of container or membrane. And I realised that ultimately the astrologies and the zoologies and the Timbuktuologies don't even have the ability to comply with science.
Yeah, astrology and zoology.
And
Yeah.
fuckology.
What the hell?
Go for it, Toon. Go for it.
Timbuktuology.
He doesn't even know that astrology and astronomy are not the same thing.
I think he does.
He said astrology, then zoology.
He said it.
He did.
But I think he did it on purpose.
I
Well-
don't think he did.
Do you know
I
what? For me, he sounds like Right Said Fred. Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for this egg. Too sexy for this egg. This egg is gonna defy gravity.
I can't.
I'm a moron. You know what I mean? And I'll make shit up and fuck it on the internet.
Just mute him.
MC, you were saying.
He's making me picture a shirtless Riley, and that's not good. MC.
No. Okay, we had a really good super chat come in there, Kevin. You want to take that one?
We did, and then we'll go to MCToon here. We had John Rapp for Australian $5. Thank you very much, sir. You're a legend. G'day, Shills, guest in chat. Playing to my work makes. Wait, what does that say? Playing to my work makes. Please say g'day. Does he mean
g'day.
Mates? Workmates?
Yeah.
I work with.
Yeah, it was his
Friends
friends he works with.
People he works with.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, so hi to everybody that John Rapp works with. Hello.
Hi, John Rapp friends. Oh, wait, we're supposed to say
Hello,
good day.
John Rapp and friends.
Good day.
Good day.
Hey.
Convicts.
John
And
Rapp.
we feel sorry for every one of you that has to work with John Rapp. That must be very tough.
G'day, yeah, upside down Aussie wankers.
Oh, that's not nice. They're not wankers, they're just convicts.
My fault. My bad.
Wait. Tatty.
Yeah.
To point out a line from a film that takes place in your country.
Yeah.
Some people hate the English. They're just wankers. We, on the other hand, are colonized by wankers.
Correct.
Can't even find a decent culture to be colonized by.
Bought and sold by English gold.
Nine being Scottish with a lost to the law. We have got flat out in the cat, by the way, people.
Make any fucking difference.
I refer you.
Oh, yeah. Fucking buff there, and that's the end of it.
We've got turned into a train spotting quote session.
Aye. Bigby for the win. But no.
Bigby.
Before we get to it,
Bigby don't do drugs. He did people.
Before we get too far off track, guys.
For a month. And then we'll refer you back to this. Yeah, scanners.
Daddy, I'm trying to redirect this, goddammit.
Yeah.
Video.
No, wait, stop. Not video.
Okay.
I think for the last 5 minutes, we've been supposed to be going to MCToon.
Yes.
Yeah, we have.
Wait, what?
Speak up, son.
He's forgotten now. That's how long it took.
And yeah. Nothing.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know
You had
anymore.
more to say.
You were in the process of saying something about 5 minutes ago, and then we never got back to you, and I think you've forgotten.
I think you said you was going to sing us a song.
Happening again.
You know, I don't rap in public. There's limits to freedom of speech.
Oh, no one watch.
We won't tell anyone.
No, you don't. You don't yell fire in a crowded room. And you don't let me rap.
We'll make it happen one day. We'll get you to Ice-T's freedom of speech.
And you don't reveal the face of Red's rhetoric. It's the 3 rules.
Yes.
All right, should we get back to the nonsense and let this finally finish?
What are you on about? We're in the nonsense. We're all talking nonsense. Let's go back to the video. It made slightly more sense than the last minute with all of us talking.
Let's play the video.
Do it.
Oops.
Get on.
Scientific method. Yeah, you morons all think that this is considered to be science. Well, I got news for you guys. It isn't. And if you think you guys can vote for me because that makes me a dumb fuck, then do it. I will happily accept my award. Have a really great day.
Pause. What? Why did he get all ASMR on the microphone?
I think he was whispering into JM
thinking
Truth's ear at that point, actually, and it just happened to be recorded.
It's because he's a sexy
Very disturbing how close he got to that microphone. I thought he was going to start sucking on it, for fuck's sake.
No, he's just practicing his right, said Fred.
The trouble
no, not
is,
again, not again. I swear to God, mute him if he sings that fucking song again.
I've got the button ready. It's not for mute. It's something that will make us all quiet. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
here.
God.
A great
Yeah.
shout from Mr. Victory. Thank you so much, buddy. That's awesome. $20. My Christmas bonus from NASA. Oh, Shill. Loving the
Yay.
NASA fund. Awesome, Mr. Victory. Thanks,
And
I
buddy.
hope Sheila
And
gave
$20,
him that.
man. Thank you. Like,
Oh,
Big show.
absolutely brilliant, man.
I would have to say, big fucking shout out to Mr. Victory. Regular on the poker scene. Fucking love his son.
Oh,
Mr.
yes.
Victory rocks.
yep, he's around my channel all
Yay.
the time. Love that dude.
I
Yeah,
just thought
and-
that's my new boom arm because I broke my boom arm earlier.
Ah, there you go. There you
Yeah, I
go.
got one
Oh,
of
for the
those.
missus.
Yeah, I broke
Yeah, and I
mine.
wanted. Speaking of boom arms, some of us have already upgraded some audio gear, and a few more stuff is being shipped and whatnot. So all this has really made a difference because it's really going to push us forward. Thanks a lot, everybody. It really means a
Yes,
lot to
everybody.
everything.
I am sat in front of a wonderful new microphone, boom arm, fucking the lot, man, and I'm absolutely buzzing. And you guys that support us and watch us and just keep us going, you know, that is, thank you very much. That's from you.
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
have to say, the folks that watch us stream, fucking love his boy. Love his all.
Exactly.
I always say it, I fucking love every one of you, even you globe-denying fuckstains, for bringing us together.
Oh, absolutely.
You gotta say,
do
it's a
have
good
to.
shout.
I do have to thank Flat Earthers for A, creating the debunking community so that I could be a part of it, and B, teaching me so much more about the world around us than I previously knew.
Here, here.
Good shout. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's very
Yeah,
true.
thank you. It's that time of the year, you know. It's Merry Flairfmas, and you know you gotta give thanks to all of them for giving us something to talk about.
Yeah.
It's
Or
the
in
worst.
Daniel Pratt's case for coming up with cool new insults. But yeah, for the most part, it's the knowledge.
So do you think Santa Claus has to the reindeer? They have to dip their noses when he's delivering presents.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, you know how they fly, right? They got some magic dust, man.
No, they just turn off the density.
No.
Well, it's a
Every
magical
country.
world, like Flatardia.
I'm telling you right now that reindeer prove gravity is not true.
No. Every country has their own Santa. For large countries like America, they have two, one for the East Coast and one for the West Coast. There's no way that fat fucker is getting around the whole earth in one fucking night. There are multiple fucking Santas. And for anyone who doesn't believe in Santa, go and tell your child Santa's not real, as long as your child is under 10
my
years
God.
old. I bet you fucking won't.
Well, yeah.
I have
I
to
killed everyone.
I have to point out really quickly. Tusk sent a message in the chat that Aimee has reposted on
Please don't
Discord.
say it. Please don't
and
say it.
Now I have to. Everyone else has to suffer because I have read it. And I had to suffer through reading it, and now everybody does.
Where's that
Thank you
button?
for this, Tusk. He said, imagine the face Riley makes when he comes.
Oh, for the love of God! That's the only thing on the face of the earth that should have to see that is his webcam. That's it. Nothing else.
That's
right?
even
Oh, I
worse.
can go
That
one.
means he records it.
No. Allow
course he
the
does.
Tatty to take it one level
Shocking.
below. You've already
Oh, man.
seen the face that Oakley does.
I
Oakley
wanna-
is full of faces.
I want to put
Think
it around the
about that
table here
face.
right now. I want to put it around the table right now. What is the first thing that pops into your mind when you see a picture of Riley? For me, it's very simple. It's if I really, really push, could I get my entire foot in his mouth? That's what comes into my mind every time. So, you know, who else? What's that first thing when you see his picture? What comes to your mind?
I think I get a smell. It's BO plus beef and cheese.
Well, I want to show him another way that you can defy gravity, and I'm going to get a nice fresh egg, put it in a glass of water, and I'm going to make him stand there until it goes off, and then floats, and then I'll tell him that it's magic.
I think I'm with MC on the smell. I imagine like a failed actor smell, like the musty smell of his bad apartment. He's like the British Tom Sizemore, but he really let himself go.
I think you missed it there. The actual smell that you would get from Riley would be more like a peep show booth that hadn't been cleaned in 24 hours.
Oh. God.
Yeah, in the red light district of Amsterdam.
I just want to imagine the last guy who was there for those 24 hours. Like, did he walk in and just like, I can't jerk off in here? Place is fucking disgusting.
Could I
Ian, that's why it smells like Riley, because he could.
Could I do something really weird?
When do you not?
Well, very true.
Never ask normally.
We've got a benign fucktard in the chat called McFlatty, right? He's on 99 subs. Someone give him 100.
Oh,
we gotta get Flatty over.
We got McFlatty. He might make some more dumbass videos for us to laugh at then.
I'm on.
I like that McFlatty guy. He's entertaining.
I know.
Painfully stupid, but very funny. He's good. He's really good.
Kind of like shite.
Oh, no. No.
So we're going to get you up a couple of subs, 100. Mate. You know?
If we're going to talk about
rocking,
Flatty, I think this. And if we're going to talk about Riley, then it's just got to be...
Barman.
Yes.
And that's what I think about both of them.
Did they help me?
And I'm going
you dropped right out there for me.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not repeating myself.
That was comedic timing. It was like Forrest Gump when he's talking about Vietnam and the microphone gets unplugged. It was exactly like, here's what I think about this, nothing, and here's what I think about that, nothing.
Oh, for God's sake!
It was amazing.
Right, I'm going to do it one more time because both of them fucked up, and it makes me feel bad.
Did your mom have to help get you through school too?
No, I blame Google. But this is my response for McFlatty.
You fucking stupid bitch.
Did we hear that one?
Yes, we did.
I did nothing fucking different. That's what's worse. And as for fucking Riley...
No! Fucking no! And furthermore, why?
That's awesome. I did nothing different. That's what's worse.
Well, he figured it out, so we'll take the Forrest Gump award away from him. We'll give it to somebody else later.
All right, before we get too far away from reality here, Aimee Hogan, try and reel us back in.
Okay, sure. Okay, Vesta Freya says, Leaky Warrior has used his brain to prevent the vacuum between his ears from collapsing into a black hole of stupidity. I'm not sure if it worked or not. And Ugly German Truth says, the microphone didn't get a choice. It's somewhere between a drafty and Stockholm Syndrome. DKG Custom says, probably smells like a teenager's sock. Michael Barrett says, Riley smells of racism and homophobia. Cajun Crustacean says, why did the sperm cross the road? Riley put on the wrong socks.
Oh, that's too funny.
Awesomely funny.
You know, this is like slightly more on a serious note, but I'm sure we can still make this funny because Amy brought it up and it just reminded me of like the racism factor with flirts and conspiracy theorists. Like most of them are anti-Semitic. We know about that. But is it just me or are quite a few of them racist toward black people as well? Like specifically, a lot of them seem to hate Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I don't know about that, but I will tell you this: all of the
This is such a great show.
Cuts out at the right time again.
But luckily, it gets me say, I'm just picturing here now, after you said about the racist against black people, Delano TV, and
Right.
his name's gone out of my head, sat
There's
there
Marble.
saying, you stupid wearing word, I'm not going to say it. Why are you so stupid just because you're that colour? And I'm thinking, yeah, they're going to be stupid enough to not realise they're that colour and then tell people off for it. And it's a bad joke, but in my head, it's really made me giggle.
That's a point in and of itself, though, right? Aside from D Marble and Delano, name another black flat earther.
All of them on Facebook.
Mike Tyson.
There's so many on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, there was some guy with dreads that I saw, like I think Radical or somebody take down recently, and he was talking all kinds of crazy. Like I think he was on about 6 days straight
Using
LSD because it made no sense.
I debated a guy last week. So yeah, there's plenty.
Mind of God is not black. Isn't he Middle Eastern?
He's Indian.
Well,
Indian.
determine what black means, because that in itself has so many labels and connotations.
Yeah, it does.
I'm just going to say it because I've had a bottle of wine. I can get away with it. Not white, Indian, or Asian.
I'm going to point out that I'm using the word black in place of African American because I don't like that word because not all black people are African or American.
That's right.
I can point to plenty in Britain.
Dave Murphy, is he African American?
No idea who that is.
Allegedly Dave.
Oh.
No, exactly.
I thought allegedly Dave was British.
Which is the point.
Yeah, he's African American, right?
But you can be black and British.
Does that make him African American?
It's very much
in America. It does.
He's from America.
It's very much a North American thing, right?
Exactly.
It's kind of like it's like when Kevin just said they're Middle Eastern or whatever, and whatever the reference was. Like in Canada, we never use the term Indian because depending on who's standing around you, holy, did you just stir up a shitstorm, man? And you didn't even mean to. Right?
I don't have too bad of a time with it because I live just down the street from a corner store that's run by two Indian guys. I'm actually getting to become really good friends with them, and I find like we're constantly talking about, like, he'll tell me like, oh, back in India it's like this and this and this. Like we throw around the word India and Indian so much that it's not a big deal. Yeah. But I assume you're referring to inappropriately referring to indigenous people as Indians.
Yes.
Indigenous is a way forward with that one. But then again,
for years we couldn't call somebody from India an Indian because we had our own Indians that weren't Indians just because some idiot in a boat didn't know where he fucking landed, right? And so it was really screwed up. We can finally use the term properly these days, just most people don't yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk out on the plank because why fucking not? Because the whole not censorship, but when you're filling out a form to, where are you from? What nationality are you? Mm-hmm. And yes, you can say, yes, I'm either from India, Afghanistan, whatever country you're from, Eastern European, everything like that. And I don't know why, but the term African American always does my nutting. I don't know what it is, but over here we have black British, white British, Asian British, but they count themselves as, we are British now, and our colour or whatever happens to be of that sort of tone.
Well, yeah, their nationality is British.
Yeah, their nationality is British, and their skin tone is
their ethnicity is not. Yeah,
and it always strikes me as weird that the American Americans who happen to be from Africa always count themselves as African American. So, well, are you not just dark American? It's very hard.
Yeah, why aren't you just Americans?
Yeah.
Or just dark American.
I can kind of
trying to say things, but
if I can take skin tone out of it, it's kind of a similar thing to possibly Barman, you'll agree with me, this one is being Scottish or Welsh and British.
Yeah. Well, whenever I
And
fill
possibly
out
English. But
Yeah.
what I find is, especially with North America, Canada to a lesser extent, USA to a greater extent, is English equals British. No, it
basically,
fucking doesn't it?
whenever
What
I
happened to Riley and all this?
That was an issue. That was an issue I had when I dated an English girl. Was I kept referring to her as British, and she got really angry, and eventually I began to understand the difference.
There is a big difference, but it's perfect.
Kennedy, I'll talk to you about it.
Ethics has just written in chat. To me, it should be American of African descent.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
at the same point, everyone in America, unless you're Native American, is of an other descent. So
And
do you on your forms have German American, Irish American, French American, Italian American? No. And I don't say it's a bad thing having African American on there. It's always good to be proud of your roots and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's one of those weird ones. When on the British...
Barman.
Oh, go on.
I'm sorry. I think we need to move on from this topic because this is not a good topic.
We do.
Before we do, I just want to point out one thing. The only reason I don't care for the term African American is because I was specifically told in university not to use it toward a friend I made. His name was Quasi. He came from Trinidad and Tobago, and he kept saying, "I live in America, but I'm not African or American. So no, I'm black." And so that's why I say that. But anyway. To sum up the Riley video, should we maybe do a round table and see what everyone thought?
Good timing.
If I can remember it.
I
can always play again.
Let's start with you, sir. What did you think?
Well, screaming out to be the winner, first and foremost in my mind, is it's a good attention grab. I think he's actually wanting to make sure he stays on the radar of the debunkers and stuff, because I wouldn't doubt that he's getting some views and stuff out of people who comment, going over to lay a comment on him, and therefore the video starts playing and he gets a view. Maybe he doesn't get much view retention, but to me, I see that there's got to be something at play in the background that he's doing this for. He's not just putting it out there because I want to win to show you how stupid you are and that I know science and you don't. No. There's more to it. I think he's doing it to make sure that he's getting YouTube traffic.
The entire thing, has a tongue-in-cheek kind of feel to it, doesn't it?
Indeed. It's definitely a production, right? So in that regard, I really think that, he thought it out. Dumb Fuck of the Year was all announced. He knew that he was in the running way before he put out the video. He sat down, thought about it, figured out an angle, and put it out.
Yeah. Geez, I don't know. Aimee Hogan, what are your thoughts?
Oh, geez. You probably don't want to.
I think we're all in that boat right now, the OG's boat.
Yeah, really. Unfortunately, going back to the bigotry, there is a lot of bigotry in there, and there's also misogyny as well.
Yes.
Very few people defended Patricia Steer when they all attacked her and everything, and so I was really... That's another thing that goes on in that community as well. They're very...
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, you remember...
They're just not very nice.
You remember the way 33UC reacted after he got kicked off of my stream and realized that you were there.
Yes.
He got really creepy and was like desperately like, I need to talk to the woman. And it's like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Get a bit of a vibe.
Just a little bit.
Let's see. Sarcastic Barman. What are your thoughts on Riley's application?
I'm going to agree with Dick, and I'm going to agree with Linda in chat. He's put this video out just because he wants to be center of attention. He thinks like, if people don't think I'm dumb enough, they won't come and debunk me. I need to be the dumbest of the dumb. No, shut the fuck up, go back to the corner and suck your fucking thumb, you knob jockey.
Sure.
Knob jockey, I like that one. Tattie-Bogle, I'm not going to ask what you thought of this. I'm going to ask you, why did you do this to us?
Oh, that's an easy answer. The harder answer is what I thought. Because why did I do this? Because I can.
Dude, I think
Fair enough.
we finished off the second half of that whiskey.
Oh yeah, it sounds it.
Yeah. Maybe 2 centimeters left.
There you go.
But we're getting there.
In that case, let me ask you then, what did you think of Riley's application, Tatty?
He tries too hard. He wants it too much. Because he wants it, and because he's an arse, to me, he can't fucking get it. GM Truth for DFOTY 2019. Get it fucking round you.
Well said, sir. Well said. And for myself, I'm very much in the same boat. This is Poe material, and Poes are disqualified. Those are the rules. Sorry, Riley, you failed at being a failure. You are the ultimate, the penultimate failure, the perpetual runner-up, the ever a bridesmaid but never a bride, and Katie Joy for Dumb Fuck of the Year. And
I have a request.
I was just about to go to you, MC.
I've been I had a little debate with him last night, and I presented evidence and he presented nuh-uh, and in a Mark Sargent video. And I just put that in the chat there, and he just a second ago commented. So if anybody felt like finding my comment on there and then reading it and then noticed that I invited him to debate and he ran away, maybe, I don't know, if you had any feelings on that, I'm sure he'd want to know.
I am attempting to pull that up right now. Is his the parent comment or yours?
I started the comment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the only one, the only
MCToon,
top
here we
level
are.
comment.
MCToon, notice how he didn't pull the FLIR camera directly at the moon to directly measure the light from the moon. Well done. You have deceived many people. And where does Sleeping Warrior come in? Here he is. He is seeing if it's warmer in the shade than in direct moonlight. Impossible of its. Oh, for fuck's sake, Riley. I can't. I'm not reading his comments because they don't make. If anyone wants to check that out,
here's the contrast. He talked about in his video. You know, it's obvious lies, right? But he talked about in his video about not accepting bad evidence and stuff like that. And of course, that's all he does is accept bad evidence and reject good evidence. That's his whole point. So he presented nothing at all in there. And then when I asked him to debate, he ran off. So the contrast to his video that he basically does everything the opposite of what he said in that video. If he was not a Poe for sure, then he sort of deserves it, but it misses the flavor of always coming in second. So you got to have him come in second. But I question all the time, every time I see him, and I've talked to him a few times, is he serious? Is there some point where he's going to come out and say, all right, I peaked, I hit the pinnacle, I was kidding everybody. Like maybe he just needs to win this award, and then he's going to say, yeah, I was just joking. I don't know. And for that reason, he can't win.
I agree.
Truth.
I agree. I see that as a real possibility that he'll come out as a Poe if he does win.
Yeah.
And before we do a little wrap up here, I was reading further down in it here, and after Sleeping Warrior said, "Nah, I'll pass," to a request to come on and have a discussion, FTFE jumps in and says, "As Sleeping Warrior, still being a little girl, the curvature of space-time is the force. They are the same thing. Space-time warping causes things to fall into it. This is measured as a force. Einstein and Newton described the same thing. Newton's laws can be derived from Einstein's field equations. Stop being a little girl."
And of course,
I love it.
Sleeping Warrior has him blocked, so he can't see it.
Oh, we can't. That's funny. I love that FTFE is the one debunker who managed to get banned from Twitter. Like, the guy is unnecessarily savage, and I love it.
Guys, no savage. He's British.
Fair. Fair. All right. Well, what do we think? We're at about that time, aren't we?
Yeah, it's looking like it. You know, we got past the hour and a half mark. A lot of Riley. I'm pretty sure that there's a bunch of worn out oven mitts out there, probably a few splintered desks, and definitely some hospital visits coming up. We've probably done enough at this point. So yeah. You know, at this point, everybody's gone around the room and said what they had to say. I do say, you know, we've had a lot of little subliminals, dumb fuck of the year, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. So let's take it around the room once before we call it a night, and everybody can put their 2 bits in for the dumb fuck of the year award. And at this point, I'm going to have to throw my hat in. I really think that Kevin is right for the dumb fuck of the year. I do believe that he's barking up the correct tree. I think we've got to look outside of the flat earthers this year because there is more going on. So I'm going to throw my hat in the ring with Kevin. And due to that, let's go to Kevin for his absolute pitch. Last of the stream, dumb fuck of the year.
Well, before I do that, John Rapp just super chatted Australian $2. Thank you very much, and said, "Oh, Kevin, the Dafoe drama nominee, really?" I think he's asking, like, why am I voting for Katie Joy, the drama nominee?
Right.
I'm gonna push back and say I don't consider her the drama nominee. She has legitimately harmed a lot of people and continues to. She's making the kinds of mistakes that cause kinds of things like the death of the Non Sequitur show. You know, this is a person who can deplatform people, who can censor people, who can commit a lot of character assassination. There's some really nasty stuff in there. Just today, Katie, after, you know, repeatedly speaking out against bullying and everything, and you know, she's very PC, or claims to be. But earlier today, a tweet came out of her and her husband describing their whole family as kinda autistic.
Yeah.
Katie Joy for dumb fuck of the year.
Oh, yeah.
JM Truth.
No.
Who's next?
Go for it.
Oh. Who wants up next here? How about Toon, your last pitch here of the night? Dumb fuck of the year. Tell them why you're right.
Oh, 10 to the negative 17. Is a negative number. So it's the contrast. It's when he said that he has a master's degree in science, and whoever he was talking to, he's like, well, if everybody, you know, would sit down at the table that has a master's degree in science, you don't get to sit at that table. And then 10 to the negative 17 is a negative number.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Okay. Do we have Monk? Is he, because he was having more meats issues there? Do we even have him right now? Not looking good.
Monkey, you dork. Yeah, he's not in.
Okay. How about Hey, how about Barman? Your last pitch here. Here we go.
Oh God, JM Truth. As much as I'd like to see him win dumb fuck of the year, no, just no, because then what would I spend next year bitching about? I've got to bitch about JM Truth next year. So, sorry, I fucked that up. Riley next year, can be second. This year can be second. Forever can be second. JM Truth to win Dumbfuck of the Year forever and ever 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 ever. And God damn you, Rider of Dinosaurs, for just as I'm trying to talk, putting JM Truth for Dumbfuck of the Year in chat, because that completely threw off the rhythm in my fucking brain, you wanker. But yeah, someone who can't work out a triangle, who pisses on stream, who shows a flag upside fucking down
On purpose.
No, just God, I don't care if it was on purpose. It was fucking annoying, and you shouldn't do a flag. There are reasons, and it's wrong, and fuck you. But yeah. And if not, Rider of Dinosaurs for Dumbfuck of the Year, because why not? He annoyed me tonight.
Isn't it? I don't know. This is a.
Right.
I have a question. This is a thing in America, but is it a thing in other countries? Having the flag upside down is technically supposed to be a sign of distress.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's old naval law,
Would that work in Japan?
maritime law.
Yes.
Try it with your saltire.
Perfectly centered.
There is a reason why certain flags are upside down, both ways.
Yeah.
It's the
What
psychological
about France? What about Italy? What about? There's so many other flags that would be
Scotland?
exactly the same upside
How
down.
come nobody came? We put the flag upside down to show we knew we were in distress, but nobody came.
Yeah, the French flag doesn't work at all. It's just pure white on both sides and up and down.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a cheese monkey in there somewhere.
Yeah, cheese eating surrender monkeys.
Awesome.
I almost bought a gun the other day. It was a French gun, never shot but dropped twice.
Where this is going.
I love that
That's
guy.
too funny.
There's so many versions of that. That was in Full Metal Jacket, I think. I'd be glad to sell you some Marvin rifles. Never fired and only dropped once.
Well, okay, we've touched a few that could get us in trouble here. That's pretty good. We're doing well. We're doing well. So let's get to Aimee here too. You want your shout out here for DF of the year? I'm not even going to go with the acronym. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, JM Truth. He voted for himself for Defoe of the year, and Matt's listening. so yeah, definitely JM Truth. He doesn't know anything. He's just so silly. I would say no to the drama llamas. No. I won't even give them the attention that they're craving. So no. So
good show.
Thank
Good
you.
show.
So I say JM. Thank you.
Good show. Well, did I get everybody, Kevin? Is that it?
Enjoy for Dumbfuck of the Year. Sorry, what?
Yeah. Well, can I just say one thing?
Yes.
First off, I have to correct myself. Earlier on, I said the flag was the right way up. I've thought about it. I was wrong. Hands up. I'll admit it. Nope. Secondly, another retraction. I did say GM Truth for Dumbfuck of the Year. Paulson might have a shout. Having listened to Kennedy, yeah, Paulson might have a shout. But GM for DF
Yes.
There you go. There you go. It's working. It's working.
Hurting people. Hurting people. Me and the Trash Goblin. We'll get it done, man.
All right. Well, what do you say, guys? Last word of the night. MCToon, what do you got to say to everybody? And we'll sign it off.
Oh, well, thanks a lot for having me. It's been great. A lot of fun. If you're interested, I tried something new for the debate coming up. I sent him all my notes, everything. Chuck Burden, a 4.0 student in school, well, when he was in school, so he's super smart. And a subscriber had said, why don't you just send all your stuff to him to make it, so they can't just say, well, I haven't looked at that. So there we go. I sent everything today, even things that I have not published, brand new stuff I created just for a debate, and he got to see it first.
When's that due?
That'll be Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. So, I mean, you'll be,
Central.
yeah, you'll be, 12 pints deep, but that's, it'll be good to have you there.
So 2-3 a.m. GMT.
Yeah, 2.
Cool. Right, you buggers. Stay up. Get in there.
As Jutmonkthedrunk Monkey who would say, "Get in there."
No, he said, "Get the fuck in there."
Fucking A, son.
No.
I saw that he came back.
I've
Frank
lost you
Oaks him
again,
out.
man. He's
Oh,
going
yeah,
on.
He's back.
Oh, he's gone
I
again.
don't even know
He's
if you
lost
can
us.
fucking hear me.
Yes, we can
We hear
you.
you just fine, Monk.
Can't you
Hello,
hear
Monkey.
me?
Yep.
We hear you fine,
We can hear
Monkey.
you.
Hello.
What a massive pile of underwear.
I don't know what he's got going on over there, but
I
it's
love
not
that
working
monkey,
out
man.
today at all. It's not working out for him at all. Well, I think on that note, if Monkey doesn't interrupt, we might get through an ending, but we'll see how it goes here.
Good luck.
Well, on that note, folks, this was the first of the new Shill Friday episode. So what we're doing is we're pushing Thursday forward to Friday. That way we can get more of the Shills on the show. Everybody will be around a bit more. We are a bit more open and available to having certain guests on and so on. And this is what we're going to do going forward. So get ready, get used to it. There's going to be Friday and Saturday Shills going on. I think it's a good way to go. Hope you guys like it too. I got to say big thanks to MCToon for joining us tonight. We had some good fun poking at Riley. That was awesome. Absolutely fantastic. And I think from everybody else here, it's time to say goodnight, folks. We're out of here. Let's say goodbye, everybody.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Good night. Thank you for coming.
Joshua,
Ooh.
No. Game.
Run it down.